So here we are at the Fronius stand, our old friends Fronius, one of the best inverters in the world. We're going to have a look at Fronius's new hybrid inverter that enables you to have battery storage and your inverter and lots of other features. Let's have a chat to Fronius. All our followers and our clients at Solar King know that we are a Fronius installer and supplier in New Zealand. And Fronius is a fantastic quality product made in Austria, a multi-generational family-owned company, fantastic. And now what Fronius have done at the show, we have the new Fronius Hybrid units, which are fresh to the market. So we've got the Simo three-phase hybrid. So this is the three-phase unit, and then we've got the Primo single-phase hybrid. Now both of these units in New Zealand will be paired with a BYD high voltage battery. Now Thomas is here, and Thomas is just going to explain to us some of the new features that Fronius have brought to the market with these hybrid inverters. Thomas, tell us a little bit about these from a residential perspective.
So as a customer, I really want to take care about my energy. I want to have a secure, long-lasting solution, and I want to maximize my self-consumption. So everything that comes from a roof in terms of energy, I want to use by myself in my home. And this is basically what the Gen 24 does. You can natively attach a battery to the Gen 24, which makes it a native hybrid, and you can make use of the battery. And once the grid goes off, once there is an outage, which can happen occasionally, you will be safe and secure with the Gen 24 because you have some emergency power functions. For example, we have the PV point, which is basically an output of the inverter where you can hook up a socket to, providing you power with or without battery when there is an outage, and it comes basically for free. You just have to hook up the socket to it.
So obviously, Thomas, with these a situation like that, you've got power when the sun's shining because you've got no battery.
Yeah.
And the limitation on this is about 10 or 12 amps?
The limitation is 16 amps.
16 amps, so that's quite good. So for those who don't understand, 16 amps is 4 kilowatts. So if you think about your home load and you want to keep your communications going, maybe your fridge freezer going so your food doesn't go off, some LED, lights because it's daytime, but just there's enough power there for the basic circuits to keep running. So 16 amps, if you think about your distribution board at home, how many 10 or 15 amp fuses you've got, typically this will run a few circuits. It's not going to power your entire home, Thomas, but it is going to keep your communications, your telly going, your beer cold, and your internet going.
Exactly.
What more do you need?
Well, if you need more, those can do more. So if you want to power your whole house, they can do it. But you would need an external switch to separate the grid from your building, so that your building can run on an entire island. So you can choose between having a very cost-efficient PV point power, or you can have full backup for your building. It's your choice. The inverter is able to do that.
And that's quite unique in the hybrid space, isn't it? Because all of the other hybrids we've been handling to date are limited to somewhere between 16 and 20 amps. Normally they're 16 amps without battery, or just off solar, and then with solar and battery during the day they'll go 20 amps. So what you're saying is it's possible to engineer with Fronius a higher amperage delivery without the grid.
You can go up to the nominal power of the inverter with the backup power.
So the largest Primo, you're doing an 8.2 in this?
The largest Primo at the moment is a 6.
A 6,
so we're going to introduce a 3 to 6 this year. But later on there will be an additional range up to 10. And with the Simo you can go up to 10.
Okay. Now, Thomas, I did hear in conversation that if you had a home with an inverter already, you can still install your hybrid Fronius, and it will interface.
Yes, you can.
It'll understand what's going on with your other inverter.
Yes, you can.
So that's fantastic. So you could have 10 kilowatts of solar, 5 kilowatts on a standard inverter, 5 going to your Primo.
Yeah, you can.
And your battery bank.
Yeah, you can. There is a small limitation because there is communication necessary between those units, and this will come probably a little bit later next year. So if you have any export limitation, for example, then probably you want to go for that solution a little bit later this year. But in general, it is possible, and it will be possible later this year. Then course.
So really, I mean, what I'm hearing then as sort of the designer, they're putting these systems together, is there's some attributes that Fronius is bringing to the table that I can now design a system that will offer more than we've been able to do in the past. That's correct?
Yeah, that's correct. That's exactly what we had in mind when we designed those products.
That's fantastic.
And that on a very long-lasting and long-living time frame, because that's what we really take care. We really want to build solutions that last long, that have a long lifetime, because you don't want to change those things in a building. You pay a lot of money for that, and it should be sustainable.
Well, a standard warranty on these would be 10 years, wouldn't it?
10 years.
And you have an extension available, I believe.
Yes.
And that's another 5 years.
That's up to another 10 years.
Up to another 10 years. So, you know, for a client who wanted peace of mind for 20 years, there's a solution.
Yeah.
Just briefly, because most of our residential users are single phase, but with the 3-phase unit, in New Zealand we have a situation where the 3 phases are very seldom equally loaded, and we don't have net metering. How does your 3-phase unit manage in that situation? Because nobody yet's been able to overcome the unbalanced loads across 3 phases, so that you're not importing on one phase and exporting on another.
Yeah, you have, you know, the system knows on which phase it's importing and exporting, and there are certain types of limitations. So you can choose whether you choose the total sum of all phases, or we will introduce soon the opportunity to choose to limit on single phase.
Right. So once we monitor our system, we could actually go in and change settings to ensure as much as possible that one phase, a lazy phase, is not exporting power.
Yeah.
Because that's the solution. I went into a home recently with 3 phases, and the red phase only had an induction cooktop on it.
Yeah.
So twice a day when they turned on everything on the cooktop, 9 kilowatts, it drew power. The rest of the day, 1/3 of the power going through the inverter was going straight to the grid. So this will fix that?
This will be an...
it will help.
It will, yeah.